I flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest. While I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the...
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Zach Wilson. You can't ask for much more than his last game. A 5-touchdown effort. It's the Jets and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. We'll get our first look at this New York Jets offense, really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, what was that, 5 last week?
Yeah.
But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down grab there by Tyler Conklin, and he's a big part of the rebranding of the tight end position in New York. The Jets brought in multiple starters at that position, and Conklin, he's coming off a career-best year in Minnesota. 61 catches in his first season as a starter.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 44, Wilson forced out to his left. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, great.
Hall again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Now he steps away, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. Wilson to Wilson there. Zach to Garrett for a Jet 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Paul on a give up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the counter, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Elijah Moore, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. 2 and now on 1st down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Up the middle they go with Mostert. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The Dolphins at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. Yeah, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Tua going to throw. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Bird to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tua now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got a man, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 2 and a throw again. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tua, a final shot before half. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. And it starts with this Jordan period here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Out route to Hill, complete.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Straight ahead is Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On third down, here's Hall. Gets around him, and he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
On the Jets sweep, here comes Waddle.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to pass. Tua. His pass caught at the 4. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good
touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the year.
And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Play action. Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On first down, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain on the play. And it's second and goal. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second down and goal. Tua to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well,
attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These know ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad, ain't stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue, I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that'll be when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be